Hey everybody, this is Steve Moore here, owner of RUNMOORE, this fabulous brick and mortar running shop located in Westminster, Maryland. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new Altra Rivera 4. Hey, just a quick disclaimer, these thoughts that we're sharing are just ours here at RUNMOORE. We weren't asked to do this review, we weren't given shoes by Altra, we actually paid for the stuff that we're talking about today, so these are just some of our own thoughts and experiences with the new Rivera 4. So let's first get through some of the specs on the new Rivera 4. This shoe comes out in February of 2024 and it costs 130 bucks. It's got a 28mm stack height, and on the women's side, it's 7.4 ounces, and on the men's, it's 9 ounces. Just a quick note, our catalog actually lists this as a 10-ounce shoe, but we just weighed it here, and it actually was 9 ounces. So I'm not sure what the discrepancy is there, but it's nice to see this shoe actually is lighter than it's listed. So the Rivera 4 from Altra is considered a light cushion everyday trainer. And this shoe falls into the slim fit category. And I know for a lot of people that are Altra enthusiasts, hearing the word slim fit is like immediately out the door, not interested. But I'll tell you, first off, here at RUNMOORE, there's a lot of customers that come in that want to experience a zero drop shoe and like the idea of a rounded foot shaped toe box, but some shoes, maybe, like a Torrent or an Escalante, it's just too wide for them. So they actually gravitate more towards a slim fit because you're still getting the rounded toe box, but it's not so wide. But there are definitely people from the Altra family that are like, I'm an Escalante runner and I have trepidation trying something that's more slim fit. But I will say, as somebody who's carried every version of the Rivera and have run in the Riveras, this actually is the widest fitting of the ones that I've run in. And a lot of it, I think, is the upper that they have on this. It's got, just seems like a lot more material to it. Like there's a lot more play in it. And like when you're not wearing it, when the shoe is just sort of as it is, it lays more flat this way. And in previous Riveras, like it just felt like it was so tight that you really didn't have a whole lot of give. But now I put this on, and even though this was a little bit smaller than I usually run in, it did not seem to bother my bunion or my BFF, my big fat foot. Didn't seem to cause me any issues with it. And this upper is super nice and it gives way much more breathability. And it's also like they added more padding to the tongue. This shoe is deeper than it used to be. And that was another thing with old Riveras, is it felt very shallow. So it always kind of felt like to me, I just wasn't locked in as well. And now this one just has a little more heel height to it, just a pinch more step into it, and just more volume on the upper. So for people that have been on the fence there, this shoe is a great option for you now. So you have sort of more of a lightweight trainer. This shoe also went down in price. That's another great thing is, I think as Altra has expanded their line and now we've been including stuff that have a little bit of a drop to it, like the Rivera has kind of gotten lost in the mix. And I will just say here I only have my own data here, that the Rivera for us is probably our lowest selling Altra shoe. And I think again, it just kind of gets lost in a very crowded area of neutral shoes from Altra. And and especially again, because people would come in and they would sort of know that this is more of a slim fit Altra, that it was already like, I'm gonna try a bunch of Ultras, but I don't really need to see the Rivera because it's gonna be too tight on my foot. Or just, I want something a little more cushiony or whatever it may be. This shoe has just, for us, kind of gotten lost along the way. But I think this update might bring people back into it, or it might make it a little easier for us to pull for people that are looking for like a lightweight trainer, because I will tell you, it fits really well. And trying this against other shoes in the Altra family in that cushion category, like this is a nice cushy shoe. To me, even though this has, it's a lighter shoe, like it's got more cushion to it than like the Altra Escalante, but it's got a lighter package to it. It just feels more cushioned and soft, and sort of, they have it in their float category, and that's a good way to describe it, is like it just feels more airy underneath your foot, where some other stuff that has that same ego midsole that Altra uses, that like plush, pillowy, bouncy midsole. I have other shoes from Altra that feel more dense, and again, and just kind of bringing back to the Escalante, that shoe has a lower stack height, but it feels much more firm underfoot, where this, to me, still feels more light and airy and bouncy underfoot. And so now if you're looking for a shoe, on the men's side being a 9-ounce shoe, if you're somebody who maybe runs in another Altra shoe, maybe you're running in like the Via or the Torrent or something that has a little more cushion to it, but you wanted an option for kind of a go fast day, the Rivera now could kind of fill that for you. And because it is still like a 28mm stack height shoe, if you just wanted one shoe to be like, a couple miles here and there and maybe pop it on for a 5K, that's fine too. This shoe can kind of fit the bill for that as well. I wanted to talk also sort of about like the hierarchy of cushion, because now we just have, like I said, as the line is expanded, it kind of gets hard to figure out the way things go. So I just wanted to kind of walk through sort of the cushion scale on the neutral category stuff from Altra, just to maybe help you figure out which way you want to go. So now technically the Escalante has the lowest stack height. So that's sort of our lowest cushion shoe, even though to me the Rivera now really is their lightest, lowest cushion shoe, even though the stack height is higher. But technically, if we wanted to go just based off stack height, we're gonna go from the Escalante up to the Rivera, and then we're gonna make a step up to the new Forward Experience with its 4mm drop, and then we're gonna go up to the next step of the Torin, and then we're going to the big boy, the new Via Olympus 2. So that's sort of the way that the Altra is now flowing from low to high on the cushion scale on the neutral side. So I hope that kind of helps, because there are so many different shoes in that now, it's kind of hard to figure out on the scale where you may be. But the Rivera now is sort of their least expensive, airiest, lightest everyday trainer in their neutral category. So I hope that helps, and I hope that answers some of the new stuff coming out on the Altra Rivera 4, again, coming out in February of 2024. If you wanted to purchase this fine shoe, we'll have a link down below, and if you enter promo code RUNMOORE, just one word, RUNMOORE, you'll save 10% on your order, and we'll ship it out for free. And if you found this video helpful and exciting and all that good stuff, give me a solid and like and subscribe to our channel. And if you have any questions on this, feel free to leave it down below. Thanks so much for watching. If you're in the greater Westminster, Maryland area, stop on by and say hello, happy trails, and all that good stuff. Thanks.